The heat is on at both ends of the NPL, and it's felt no more seriously than here at Port Melbourne tonight. Good evening, welcome to NPL Vic Live. Teo Pellizzeri is my name, bringing you Port Melbourne Sharks versus the Bentleigh Greens in the Victorian NPL. We are set for a blockbuster match tonight as the Bentleigh Greens title challenge really starts to lose momentum. While
some murmurs, Teo, on the south side of Melbourne that John Anastasiadis, the coach of Bentleigh, is a little bit under pressure, so it'll be interesting to see if his team can respond tonight.
Well, he's sitting all of 15-20 metres away from us, and
don't say it too loud, he might come over.
He's going to be feeling it early because here comes the free kick into the area by Milicevic, and it's headed over the bar. A defensive header that goes behind, and Wallace was underneath it and able to steer it out for a corner, but another set piece early. Ball out on the left-hand side. Kamal Ibrahim being stood up by Matthews, wants to cut onto his right foot, hits it to the top of the area and straight to a Bentleigh Greens player. It's going to be cleared away over the top into the path of Stirton. He's full extension sprinting out and now running at Ridazic, cuts in board and Ridazic just bowls him over. Referee says play on. McGrath sweeps onto the ball for Bentleigh Greens. They're going to remain in attack. Wallace turns and his left-footed shot goes behind for a goal kick about 1.5 metres over the bar. This free kick, Stirton is standing over it. He's got Pilkington there, so they've got two left-footers, interestingly enough. It is right, just about dead centre, almost, you'd say, in line with the penalty spot, so it's not favourable to a righty or a lefty, but they've got two lefties here who are sizing this up. 4 in the wall, and here comes the attempt. Stirton with the stuttering run, comes in, drives it straight into the wall. It takes a deflection and goes wide of the right-hand post, and the keeper was coming across, but Preheshin sees it wide and out for the first corner of the night for the Bentleigh Greens.
Same corner coming out of this as it gets whipped in now.
In it comes, driven to the near post, headed away by James Rickabeen. Back out in the take of Pilkington. Won't get there before the pace of Ibrahim. They can sense a counter-attack. It's a 3-on-4. And look at the run from the middle by Prelevic. Ball goes out to the left-hand side. Prelevic still advancing unmarked into the area, but now it's on the left with Honos. He hits the byline and drives it to the near post, but it's well held by Bray. He was solid there, and Honos trying to just dupe him at the near post, but Bray awake to the danger. Ball by Honos, out to the left. Rickabeen has advanced all the way up to the corner flag. He traps the ball in the corner, hard up against the byline, being guarded by two defenders. Passes back to Ibrahim, cuts onto his right, now cuts in board onto his left. Wants his right foot, goes with his left with a little pass. Prelevic in the penalty area, plays it to Honos, spins onto his right foot. Honos shoots across the keeper and puts it across the face of goal. It was just wide of the left-hand post. A great build-up by Port Melbourne and very nearly 1-0.
Well done, look up! Come on! Well done!
Cleared by Karoma. Been filling it at centre back, but with the return of Chris Grossman and Milos Ridazic holding down his position in the starting 11, he's back out to the right-hand side tonight. And he's got to guard Stirton, who takes the ball on the left, volley into the area, teed up, and a good chance. It was McGrath laying it off, and then McCormick couldn't fire a shot on goal before he was closed down. Ball is deflected back to Stirton. Now Pilkington drifting a left foot ball into the area. Brought down by McGrath, turning and shooting over the bar. And as you heard in the background, the offside flag would have denied it had he kept it on the target. In the corner, passes back in board. Now Rickabeen over the ball to the top of the area. Kamal Ibrahim thinks about a right-footed shot, cuts in board, and then dribbles through two more players, brought down, shouts for a penalty, and it's over the bar as Honos follows it in with a left-footed shot that he skied to the Plummer Street end. I actually thought that was a pretty good shout for a penalty there from Kamal Ibrahim, but I guess he spent too much effort selling it to the referee, not forthcoming.
Yeah.
So ball in midfield, Wallace now dancing and getting around Milicevic, puts it out to the left. Stirton has been prominent early, cross into the area, headed away, back down to Wayne Wallace. He's going to hit it, and it hits the bar. He was aiming for the top right. It just cannons off the woodwork out to the right flank. And now McNamara passing back to Matthews. Bentleigh Greens retaining possession. Port Melbourne under the pump, and the ball deflects out. No, it doesn't. Getting across Preheshin at the last second. It did go out. Couldn't keep it in, and he hits it into the car park. It's out for a corner, but what a great shot from Wayne Wallace.
It was great work. He went from his left side to his right side, brought the ball back, and as soon as he hit that, I thought they were sailing into the top corner.
Yeah, it looks like Soulis is coming over. Honos is also coming over. Ricky Benet.
I think it might be Rickabeen with a left foot swinging in, I think, by the looks of it.
And if you missed our pre-game before the show, of course, his brother Phil was playing in the reserves and got through the full 90 minutes, so good news for the Rickabeans and good news for Port Melbourne as well, because as soon as Phil's fit, I'm sure he'll be back in the starting 11. Here comes the free kick from James, swinging it into the area, flick header on, and the goalkeeper totally misjudged it. It is 1-0 and Krousoratis has scored. Port Melbourne Sharks 1, Bentleigh Greens 0, and we have the opening goal in the 25th minute.
Yes, Krousoratis, he gets on the score sheet for Port Melbourne. I must say, Alistair Bray, I think his positioning there was very questionable. It was a contest with Jack Webster in the header. It was a fantastic whipped free kick from Rickabeene.
So he's gone over to the right. In it comes, left-footed, near post. Wallace underneath the ball. Actually hit his back. And now it comes down and it's cleared off the line. Shot from Archibald has been cleared out of the teeth of goal. And I think that was Zulus who was the man on the goal line after the keeper was beaten. Port Melbourne get away with that one. Danger not over yet. In it comes from McCormick to the top of the area. Stirton with a powerful header. Flicked on and a great save over the bar to deny McCormick in the 6-yard area. And that is fantastic from Adam Reheshin.
Yeah, a bit of aerial ping-pong in the 18-yard box. McCormick getting on the end of it. Hiroshi, and he was up to the challenge. It was sort of going high, and he's got a fingertip to tip it over the bar. And I'm no doubt he's pumped at the present stage, but Bentleigh really applying the pressure on now.
Stirton on halfway, goes for a run, feeds the ball through to McCormick, left-footed cross to the back post, and arriving late McNamara just couldn't get there, and the ball flashes across the face of goal. Wallace keeps possession to Matthews, crossing it to the 6-yard area and headed away by Milicevic. There's a Port Melbourne player down off the ball. Here's a long shot by Archibald. It's parried away. Adam Reheshin is having a great night, and he made the save on that occasion. And the Port Melbourne man who was down off the ball is still down here, and it's Milos Ridazic. Of course, a centre-back wearing the number 9 is always a bit odd, but he is going to need some treatment, it seems. The physio is being called out onto the ground.
Yeah, real 6-point game, this one.
And what does... Oh, we'll stay with play. It's the top of the area. Karoma hooks the ball over his head. Milicevic now a little flick header on. Krelevic takes it in his own half. Honos dispossessed. And now an opportunity for Brent McGrath. Passing in board. Little 1-2 with McNamara. McGrath into the area and flicks it over the keeper. It is 2... Well, the equaliser has arrived for the Bentleigh Greens. It is 1-1, and Brent McGrath with a fantastic finish in the 36th minute. Bentleigh Greens 1, Port Melbourne 1.
McNamara, fantastic work from him. He created something out of nothing, was turned over in the midfield by Port Melbourne. McNamara played a 1-2. He was in on goal. Hiroshin came out to make himself big.
Well,
he's a knowledgeable man, Theo. He should
ball
know
in
this.
from the left-hand side. Deflection down. File could not be found. No, ball is at the top. No, I will.
Google.
I'll get to that at our next break and play, because Port Melbourne are attacking, looking for their next goal. Out to the right from Honos to Kamal Ibrahim, who's been quiet through this Bentleigh domination. Plays the 1-2 for Honos, and Honos chips it in, and the flag stays down. What a scything counter-attack from Port Melbourne, and Lambros Honos makes it 2-1 in the 41st minute.
Counter-attack. It came from a corner, and Port Melbourne, they're 2-1 up. Honos always leading the plays when he's up front. He's always a dangerous threat. We always say it every week. He's one of the better players in the NPL. Got on the end of it. Alistair Bray tried to make himself big, but it wasn't enough.
Burundara, Emma.
Here he goes. Honos takes it through the middle, advances to the top of the area, now out to the right, shooting across the face and then put behind for a corner. Great save from Bray to deny Krousoratis his second goal of the night. Honos is running the show in metres of space, fed the ball to the right. Krousoratis tried to go across Bray, and Bray parried it down to a friendly face. If they can set up a set piece here, and Stirton will take the ball, he's a left footer in swinging, and Wallace will be the target, you assume. They've got Cumming and also Webster there to aim for.
They're sending everybody up.
So here comes the corner. Left foot by Stirton, high central position. Keeper goes up, bats it away only to the top of the box. McGrath brings it down, squares it across the area. Now a chance, and it's hit into traffic by McCormick, and it's out to the right-hand side. McNamara keeps it in. Archibald, and it's in! Ross Archibald with the equaliser, and Bentleigh Greens will go into the sheds level. He hit it through a huge pack of players, and it nestled in the bottom left corner. In the 48th minute, it is Bentleigh Greens 2, Port Melbourne 2.
Archibald really getting on the end of some fantastic work there by Bentleigh, really piling on the pressure. Port Melbourne, they didn't want to concede. That was a really, really important part of the game for them. They'll be going in the dressing rooms at half-time, really feeling down.
Draw might suit Port Melbourne as this game goes on. We're only 48 minutes now. Over the top, Stirton advancing. Side of the penalty area on the left, and slides the ball across the face. The Bentleigh bench was up. kicking it out straight into an attacker, and it rebounded in. Ball down the left-hand side for Bentleigh. Stirton standing up and using his pace as he runs at Krousoratis into the area, and a flick shot, and it's then followed in by McGrath. The initial shot came in there from McCormick. A great save down from Rehishin, but straight into the path of Brent McGrath. He gets his second, and in the 63rd minute, it is Bentleigh Greens 3, Port Melbourne 2. Well, we'll do our best to bring you all 5 goals we've heard so far at the end of the night's action. This might be the 6th. Here's Ibrahim going direct, and he swings it. Just too much violence on the swing. It goes wide at the left near post. All right, ball at centre back for Port Melbourne. Game has been played at a high pace. I've got to say that as the season starts to settle in, Griffin... Oh, intercepted now. Grossman gives the ball straight to McNamara. Passes to McGrath at the top of the area. Turns on the ball. Takes a touch. Defenders get back now to guard him. He's waiting for advancing players. Wallace is one of them. Hits across, and it's headed into the bar. And now following it in, Stirton's header into the bar. Here's the chance for McNamara, and it's deflected off his feet as he shoots at the right-hand post, and it's put behind for a corner. But it was a great, clever cross from Wallace. Many players in that situation would think about a shot. He just floated it for the advancing player in Stirton, and Stirton's header crashed into the woodwork. So apologies for that. We've had a SMS and also some tweets coming through. Unfortunately, there is not a great deal we can do about the 3G network. I can tell you that we do tend to encounter this problem with the gear from time to time. Now turnover straight to Stirton, top of the area, advancing in one-on-one with the keeper. It slides in the 4th. That will seal the points. It was a poor turnover. Grossman got away with one earlier tonight, and now Port Melbourne are hit again. It is 4-2 to the Bentleigh Greens in the 81st minute. All the players are running down to celebrate this one because that should do it. Stirton gets his reward, and really that one was a gift. He suggests it's going to be hard for anyone to catch them. Out of how many points behind South Melbourne will the Bentleigh Greens be at the end of tonight? Of course, with South Melbourne we'll stay with play because Honos is advancing and going for a long shot straight at Bray, and he holds it on the half volley. Here's O'Day. He actually holds the ball up under pressure from Karoma, who has battled manfully through the night, and there is the full-time whistle. Bentleigh Greens, a very hard-earned 3 points. They win 4-2 at the end of the night.
They 12-1-0 and 2-1 down. They leveled it up 2-2. Ross Archibald's goal last strong at half-time was critical.
Eric, 4-2 loss at home. Must be pretty disappointed.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you lose at home, even though against a quality outfit, it's disappointing. But at the end of the day, we've got a very young team. It's not well documented. We're doing something right to be ahead against teams like that who are a lot more advanced in terms of where they're at and where they're trying to get to. But ultimately, we need to grow up very, very quickly. And it's going to help when some more personnel comes into the team and gives us a bit more balance. But it is a little bit of the same old story. So winning positions, and in the end just lacked a little bit of experience and probably desire to get the job done.
How big is this win from a psychological point of view to turn things around?
Massive. We needed this win today, and I think you'll see a totally different Bentleigh from now on. What
were the causes of the slump internally? What are the things you trained the hardest on to try and turn the form around?
The simple stuff. We went back to our style of training, which was just hard work, grid work. 5v3s, 4v2s, things like that, and we believe it or not, we worked heaps on finishing this week, and it's actually paid off.
You gave Bentleigh a lot of possession tonight. Was that something tactical, or is that purely just inability to get the ball off them?
Oh, look, sometimes, tactically you need to admit that a team might be more advanced than you, okay? So we felt that they will have and control certain patterns, and I felt in the first half, our desire to want to hit them on the break probably worked for us, and in fact we might have got a goal out of that as well. So sort of breaking quickly on transition is something we worked on and wanted to kind of try and get some benefit out of. But overall, I think the results showed that they were the better team in terms of creating chances and ultimately scoring them as well. So,
as far as falling behind not once but twice, you seemed pretty relaxed on the bench, as did most of your coaching staff. Is that just a body language thing, not to portray any concern to the team, or is the brain whirring away concerned at that point, especially given that at 2-1 it was just a pure counter attack and you guys had actually been controlling the game at that point in time?
Yeah, well, look, you can't. I mean, being on the bench, you got to be mindful of how the players perceive you. So if I'm up and down, jumping up and down like a lunatic, then the players will feel very nervous, and things won't work out well. So you've got to be calm in these situations. And I knew that we had control of the game, so that's why I thought, we've still got control, and if we get one, then we'll go on with it.